Pace, pace. Y'all know the M.Reck room etiquette. Pound that like button. Okay, we gonna get into it. We gonna bust down all the narratives on this 50 Cent, Diddy, Sean Combs, The Reckoning docu-series. We gonna break it all down. Um, man, first and foremost, a lot of your favorite rappers got the girls tooken, stolen, baby moms, boots smoked. We gonna get into everything. Biggie and Tupac alleged deletion. We gonna get into all of it. Run the lights up. I'm gonna go into this M.Reck China Black All In intro. Okay, streaming on all streaming platforms, and we're gonna get to the shit. Okay, we're gonna break down this whole doc. I want to get all your reactions. Call me up 310-692-9055. Let's get into this M.Reck China Black All In intro, and we're gonna get back to the show. Let's get it.
Dissing, we don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pay us in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny,
M.Reck TV.
Salute to the Rec Mall. I'm here. Okay. Salute to everybody in the building. Salute to SJ. I see you. Calling up early. Rec Mall with the shit early. Hold on 1 second. Caller. Hold on 1 second. I got you. Hold on 1 second. Caller, you there? All right, hold on. Let me tap you in with the people. Rec Mall, can y'all hear me and the caller clearly? Caller, talk to
Yo. Double deuces, bubble gooses.
Rec Mob, can y'all
Mic check.
Can you hear the caller? Put a thumbs up if you can hear the caller loud and clear. Say something again, bro.
Mic check. Double deuces, bubble gooses.
Oh, can y'all hear it? Put a thumbs up. Okay, yes. So, my brother, state your name, where you calling from, and did you watch this Diddy docu-series on Netflix?
Yes, sir. My name is Neon Dion, calling from Greenville, North Carolina, and I watched the doc. Soon it came out 3 p.m. on the Eastern Pacific. Tuesday night, I believe. Tuesday morning.
Okay.
And it was.
Yeah, talk to me. Give me your assessment.
Man, it was confirmation what Gene Deal been saying the whole while. I think they could have went more in depth with some things. I wish it was like, instead of 4 series, I wish it was like 6 series and they squeezed a little bit more stuff in there, like about Kim Porter, about Wolf, and the other dude, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Diddy, 50 Cent did his thing out there, man. Kirk Burroughs was out there. That was Diddy's partner, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did all the work, all the lead work, you know what I'm saying, with Puff Daddy in the very beginning. And that was good to see him out there. His story is very sad. Like, I know the women went through all what they went through, but this cat did everything, you know what I'm saying? He was on his knees and everything, and he was owed 25% of Bad Boy, you know what I'm saying, of the label. But Puff robbed him, you know what I'm saying? He explained how Puff robbed him, you know what I'm saying, told him to sign it back over, you know what I mean? And then kicked him off the label. And the dude talked about how he went homeless, how he went to prison behind Puff Daddy and all that, and now he's just coming out exposing them. I'm like, bro, you should have been trying to. He said he'd been exposing them for years, but his story is really the saddest. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, the abuse. Danity Kane, the Aubrey girl talked about how she was, grape. I use the word grape. You know what I'm saying? All the other cats, but yeah, to see Kirk Burroughs. I remember Gene Deal, you know what I'm saying, had him on the show, and his story is like really, really sad. Imagine doing all that work, doing all those songs and, doing all the paperwork and all that. And this dude use and abuse you physically, sexually, emotionally, financially, like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to that brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? People like that would commit suicide, you know what I mean? Like, Kirk Burroughs, man, you know what I'm saying? I pray that he get justice some way, somehow. But as far as the Tupac Biggie situation, we already knew the speculations. Even Kirk Burroughs broke that down because he was there. You remember he was Puff Daddy's right-hand man.
Facts.
And Gene Deal also exposed that he used to spend the night with Puff Daddy. So you already know what type of relationship they had going on.
Let me interject though, right? Now, when I watched it, right, and you saying a lot of things that's correct. When I watched it, the first thing I noticed was it was a lot of Gene Deal narratives that Gene Deal spoke on that other people were speaking on. And I'm looking at it like, okay, I'm going to see Gene, which we did see Gene in the doc, but it wasn't Gene speaking. We saw pictures of Gene. If you know, you know. If you was you saw about 2 pictures with Gene, you know, in the frame with Diddy and Biggie. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now,
but Rick, you know what? They said there's a part 2 that might happen, a part 2. So you never know. Gene might be on that part 2. Well, that's the word on the street that
I'm about to put you on the game. You know what I'm saying? Now, Gene, I spoke to Gene today. You know, I broke his story. Y'all already know what it is. I broke the Gene Deal story officially. Like, you know, he been putting his story out, but it broke on mrecktv. All right, run the likes up, just in case you didn't know. Now, when I spoke to Gene, I said exactly what I'm saying to you in the rec mob. I said, yo, Gene, I looked at the docuseries, you know, outside of everything. I said, there's a lot of people are speaking on the narratives that you put out to the world first. You put out there to my platform and to other platforms. I heard you directly say these things. Why am I hearing other people say these things and you're not on the doc? He said, first of all, Rec, I was supposed to be on there. He said, what happened was Kirk Burroughs and the dude Tim Dog, they didn't go in as a team. He said, I had it all laid out. We was all gonna get, you know, X amount of dollars. They wind up doing their own thing and kind of leaving Gene Deal out the loop. You understand what I'm saying? So I noticed that from off the rip. I'm looking at this, and mind you, if you know Gene Deal's story, even on my platform, he was the one that was throwing the alley-oop to Kirk Burroughs, letting people know that he was part owner of Bad Boy, but got effed out of his position by Diddy. So he was saying that on my platform, his own platform, for years. You understand? So Gene been letting the world know, you know, that didn't know about Kurt on my platform and his platform. So when I seen Kurt up there and I didn't see Gene, it really threw me for a loop. And even Tim Dog, Tim Dog did narration on Gene documentary as well. So it's a lot of things I'm going to tap into today that a lot.
Hey, Rick, I actually talked to Kirk one time, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram. I called his Instagram because I remember seeing Kirk on Gene Deal show, and before I got off my Instagram, I actually called him up and had like a conversation with him. And my question was like, man, why you let Diddy talk you out of taking Biggie to London? You know what I'm saying? Of course, he started stuttering. I was asking like straight up questions like, what type of relationship y'all had, man? Like, was you fucking the dude? I was just going off like, cause I was frustrated like when I heard that Diddy told him not to take Biggie to London. So I'm like, Kirk, you know, Diddy, you and Diddy, well, you got part of the reason why Biggie's not here, right? I was asking Kirk that, and he blocked me on Instagram, bro. I went off like,
oh wow.
At the beginning, we were just having we had a normal conversation, but then I got in my feelings. I was like, come on, bro, you part of the reason Biggie ain't here because you let Diddy finesse you out of taking him to an airport. Like, really? When Diddy ended up kicking you off the label and Biggie would have hired you and you would have been homeless, like, I went off on him, bro. Like, for real, like.
Wow.
But I pray I'm glad he didn't kill himself because I said, man, what he went through, like, somebody would have committed suicide, bro.
Correct.
But, you know, it's just sad that he had to go through that, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he was kind of playing it off even on the dock. I'm like, he should have been straight up. Like, you know what I'm saying? He should have been straight up. Diddy was, you know what I'm saying, fucking him financially. You know what I'm saying? He should have just went all the way in, you know what I mean? Instead of saying like Diddy, because the lady asked him, was you and Diddy having like some type of sexual relationship, or did Diddy assault you? And he said, yeah, sexually defiant or something like that. I'm like, man, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's 2025. Just be real with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the reason why Diddy in the situation, because he won't real with his sexuality, unfortunately. You know what I mean? And that's sad to say right there too. But
Now,
it's a lot of shit that the document. Yeah.
Yeah, not facts. I'm gonna pick up where you left off at. It's a lot of shit that the documentary didn't show. Like now, let's go into the narrative, right? I was surprised to see Eric Sherman on the doc. And Eric Sherman, you know, hip hop legend, okay? Not only for EPMD, solo artist, producer, all that fly shit, right? So Eric Sherman is on there. I'm gonna say this. He was used as the pawn, as one of the dudes that Puffy stole his girl, because Eric Sherman was dating Misa. Okay. So when I'm looking at this documentary, right, it's certain narratives that they showing right away. Off the rip, they showing that.
Ooh, Rick.
Yeah. Huh?
Rick, can I say this real quick? Another reason why 50 is pissed off with Diddy is not just because he stole his girl. Of course, remember 50 used to write for Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Not just because of the financial, just because 50 Cent favorite rapper was Tupac. Remember 50 always said that too. But do you remember this dude named Chris Lighty?
Of course.
The manager. Yeah. Remember in her book, whether the book is real or not, it was said that, you know what I'm saying, Diddy was jealous over Kim Porter and Chris Lighty relationship. And remember, Chris Lighty and Diddy used to be friends. Matter of fact, Chris Lighty used to manage Diddy. He used to also manage 50 Cent and, you know, Busta Rhymes and all that. But when he saw their relationship, you know what I'm saying, you know how Diddy gets sometimes, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of stuff it left out, bro. But I always thought Chris Lighty did not commit suicide. You know, we always thought that, just like the other manager. Just like Kim Porter, you know, but what's done in the dark will come to light. Like the movie said, what goes up will come down. I appreciate you, man. Keep doing your thing, M.Reck. We're going to solve to the bottom of this. Double deuces and bubble gooses.
Yes, sir.
I'm gone.
Let's get it. Call me up, man. Let me know your thoughts on the doc, but we got to get these narratives out the way. I see my brother DJ Moschino. We got to just keep it official too, man. I would say this. I was entertained definitely by the first 25 minutes, but we're going to get into all that. I'm gonna break all that down. We got Janie B on the line. What up, though?
What up, though, M.Reck? This is insane. Okay, let me just say this. Me and you had a conversation off camera.
Correct.
I told you about Vicky and Billy Lassane. Tupac's stepfather, Billy Lassane, his new wife, Vicky, was my friend. They used to come back to Detroit, Tupac and his mama, to visit. You remember me telling you all of that?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Okay, so I really believe that 50 just collected information from your show, for real. Let me just, some of this stuff is...
You smart, because not only on that angle, but just the whole Gene Deal perspective, because everybody
between me and, not to cut your wisdom, between me and Gene Deal, he ain't doing nothing but take information that we both knew that was said on your platform and through you.
As a fact.
Then he put it on Netflix. Like, what is really going on here? Even down to Stacey Lattisaw. Remember I kept telling you about Stacey Lattisaw?
Correct.
And I told you that she disappeared. She stopped singing after that video. Why is that video in there? Your friend Marcus argued me down. What was his name? Marcus, Etiquette, somebody, him?
Yeah.
He kept saying, you can't be bringing up nothing that ain't the truth. Then why is 50 Cent using my stuff then? I told you M.Reck they was going behind the scenes trying to shut me down. What they didn't want is all the information that I had coming out on your platform first. I'm just saying, M.Reck.
Hey, listen, talk your talk. Talk your talk. And I'm gonna say this, right? In all fairness, right? Outside of the narratives that they was pushing, Diddy had a hand in killing Biggie and Tupac allegedly, right? Diddy stole Eric Sherman girl, and he stole Albie Shaw girl, Kim Porter, all that shit, I like the fact that you got the insight on how Diddy, grew up. Like, in the beginning, like I want to say it got into like the first 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought they was going, keep it on that type of time.
He didn't even get all of that from there. Gene Deal put that out on your platform, and we go back and listen to it. He said how he grew up and what happened to him with the preachers and all priests and all that. He said that on your platform, M.Reck.
I know. But I'm saying the fact that they were showing the visuals of that, you know what I'm saying? Diddy as a kid, they had the pictures, and of him and his moms and his pops. It's one thing for somebody to say it, or you see them in a video talking about it, but it's another thing when they put it in a movie as such. You understand what I'm saying? Like emotion.
I understand what you're saying, but he had too much time, and he's from New York. He could have gathered a whole lot of other stuff that people ain't talked about, to be honest. That's just me from Detroit. How do a person from Detroit know more about what's going on than 50? And so much so, he using my information.
But this is what they do. They on these platform. They over here in the bushes, you know what they doing.
But you got his little flunkies talking about Janie B don't know this and Janie B don't know that. Then why they using my stuff then?
Hey, you know what it is. They using it because they know we over here dictating the culture. We dictate the streets. You know what I mean? Because we are from the streets. They know what.
Exactly. And the whole time I've been saying, M.Reck, they know I'm telling the truth. That's why they trying to shut me down.
Listen, they can't shut you down because, first of all, even without me, you have your own platform. You can use social media. You are who you are. You know what I'm saying? People know you very well in Detroit. And, listen, they going to play those games.
Not to cut you with, the whole thing about this is, M.Reck, before I told you any of this, over 30 years ago, I've been talking about this stuff. This ain't me telling you this stuff.
Correct.
This just me re-saying it. I've already said everything that I've said on your platform. I've said it multiple times in multiple settings. Like I mean, any of my therapy sessions, group sessions, people can tell you everything that I done said.
Correct.
Coming back off of them trips when I used to be with my nigga, people can tell you all of the stuff that happened when I was out of town. Like, this ain't nothing new. But the point is, for them, the two people that I was on the most, I ain't on him no more, so I won't mention the pink man. But they kept on saying that she just talking out her head. If I'm just talking out of my head, then why Pink Man is known to go at people's necks? He ain't been on social media talking about me because somebody been telling him what's really up. 50 is known for dogging everybody he can. Trying to pay somebody behind the scenes, but you're using all my information. I feel like they was only trying to quiet me or slow me down because of this situation that just came out. They using my information.
Correct. Well, listen, this is we gonna do the work over here. We can't. That's why we gonna put out our own projects and do what we do. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna continue doing what they do. You feel me?
Yeah.
Which is, taken from the best.
And you are the best at what you do. And as my son said, every time you say something, it just mysteriously every time you say something to M.Reck, it just mysteriously trickles down somewhere else, like somebody got the information and had it all the time. Stop stealing from M.Reck. Why don't y'all just pay the man and ask him to get the information from me? What y'all doing anyway?
Correct. Well, look, we gonna do what we do. Like I told you, you know what I mean? We got business to handle, and we gonna handle that. So what I'm gonna do, Janie B, you can tap back in. I'm gonna get some more callers on here, get them to give their assessment on this Diddy doc, and yeah, you can tap back in later. All right?
All
right, peace. Let's get it, y'all. Call me up. Let me know your assessment on this Diddy docu-series that 50 Cent executive produced. It's a good watch. Like I told y'all, man, it went from his mother dressing him up as like a hustler, as a kid. It went from him becoming this party promoter to this record exec mogul. Mute your audio, caller. It went into a lot of different pockets, and like I said, it's a good watch. Like outside of the narratives that you see that they trying to push, it was some good content. Mute your audio, caller. 929-386. Mute your audio. You live. Callers, when you call up, you gotta have your audio muted. But let me get back, right? So when the doc first comes on, Diddy is, you could tell he's frustrated and even scared because he's talking to his lawyer and he like, yo, what's going on? Like, y'all, what you watching? CNN? You don't see what's going on Instagram and TikTok? He like, yo, it's 9 billion people in the world and 7 billion on TikTok and IG. Peace, caller.
Yo, why you got that on your channel, man, with Diddy and Biggie? I thought you was a real dude, man. Why would you do something like that?
What are you talking about? That's what's on the documentary. What are you talking about?
It's on me now, but you always talk about this story.
Don't call me trying to ask me nothing. First of all, you go call 50 phone, nigga. Peace.
Yo, peace, M.Reck. What's goody?
Yeah, it's crazy, right? A nigga gonna get mad at me because it's a narrative being pushed on the doc. How was that? How you get mad at me? I'm not the executive producer. I ain't put this shit out. What's wrong with these?
Who getting mad at? Who got mad about what?
Who's a caller talking about how you gonna put that in your title, nigga? It's on the doc.
What do you? Man, you need to call them white executives like ABC and Netflix and all of them. Like that's going up on Disney and Disney. I mean, 50 promoting it on their networks and their platforms. Like, how they gonna come at you, bro?
Yeah, these niggas is weird, and I had to just bang the phone on them. I'm like, yo, don't you ever, come at me with that bullshit. I just banged on them, really. But never mind that. Run the likes up. Hold on one second, Panther. Run the likes up. We live on mrecktv. Why would I let him finish when he came in disrespectful? You must be new here, homie. I'm not allowing no disrespect over here. First of all, it's all about energy. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, it's about respect. And I'm giving you a platform to talk. You coming in here hot and you got something towards me when the people that's putting out these narratives you should be mad at, and two, you not going to their platform to get at them because you ain't even got a voice over there. So you being disrespectful in many different ways. You know what I mean? But,
wait,
my brother. But
you said that the dude that called in that said he was calling in for 50 behalf or Puff behalf.
No, he said, yo, how you gonna put that in the title and you supposed to be from the streets and all that. First of all, this is the narrative that's they pushing on the doc. And in the title, I put alleged. So first of all, don't tell me how to do my job. I do my job well. Okay. So it is what it is. We keeping it moving, homie. That just call 50 with that bullshit. Call Netflix with that bullshit. Call there's other executive producers with that bullshit. Don't call me with that shit.
Nah,
You know
for real though.
Yeah.
For real though.
Yeah.
All right, now, all right, let's get back to the topic that
exactly.
we talking about. All right, now you obviously you seen the joint yesterday when 50 and Netflix dropped it.
Yeah.
Now I ain't gonna hold you, yo. That I mean not Netflix. 50 did a good job on executive producing that. I ain't gonna front. That's like one of the best documentaries I've seen in a minute.
It's well put together. It's well put together, but we gotta address the narratives though. We gotta keep it fair. It's well put together. We're gonna salute him, but I mean he's gonna get the credit because he's the bigger name. But we gotta salute the cinematographers, the editors, the other executive producers that put the money up. Now 50 Cent is the one that made Netflix greenlight the shit because there's many Diddy docs that's out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're right. It's a well put together project, but let's address the narratives that's being pushed on this doc. We have to be, insightful enough to read between the lines too. We gotta be, we gotta know that. Oh, I see what they trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna land my plane and let you speak.
All right, for sure, definitely. I peep that game. All right. There's a lot of things I want to talk about. You know what I mean? Like I want to address like Puff mom. You know what I mean? I want to say this. You know what I'm saying? How they try to say like Puff mother used to have him I guess come in the living room while the adults used to be partying and stuff like back in the day it used to entertain the adults and stuff like that. I'm gonna say like I really don't like how they like try to like I don't know if they try to paint that like as a bad thing and stuff like that. But a lot of kids like I guess like back in the day used to entertain the adults and all that stuff and all that. I mean, as long as they wasn't like doing no type of drugs and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, I can't say that type of stuff affected Puff in the future. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that, but I'm gonna say stuff after that. You know what I mean? That Puff did. That was just crazy. Like one thing is like it's kind of weird. Like Puff had a fetish for like other men, women.
Correct.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of weird. Like he like basically he'll want your woman. He'll want your wife. Like that's like yeah, that's some creepy weird type of stuff right there. Know what I'm saying? That was another thing I wanted to tap on in that doc. Oh yeah. And how they try to the documentary, I like how they started how Puff like how his foundation, how he started from doing like the stuff like his first incident, they said that happened at the city college and stuff like that.
Correct.
Yeah, and then they basically they connected like everything, and then they even they put the East Coast West. I didn't even know they was going to put that in there, but how they slipped the East Coast and they put Pac in that and Biggie in that, that's
the narratives. You know what I mean?
Yo,
you gotta understand. Bro. See, this is the thing,
bro.
The narratives that they was pushing. You could see it off the rip. But once they included, non-credible people like Greg Caden and all that, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's when I was like, come on, man. What y'all doing? You know what I mean? You feel me?
Yeah. Nah, for sure. Yeah, you know what I mean? And
he ain't good money. He ain't good money at all.
Yo, like and then he fooled me. I thought Puff paid for Biggie's funeral, but Biggie paid for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just finding this out yesterday, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Oh snap! This Puff is he's a sleazeball, bro. Like I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
he definitely is. It's the same way with these white execs. You know what I'm saying? Like what they do now is they get life insurance on these artists. You understand what I'm saying? So these niggas is he learned his wicked ways from, you know, Clive Davis and and
for
and,
sure.
and everybody else, you know, from you know, from these clear people. This is how they do business. You know what I'm saying? You see what's going on with these young artists they signing, these drill rappers, these Chicago rappers. You see what's going on. They wind up, you know, pulling off those drills. Niggas get killed. You know, them niggas got life insurance on these rappers. You feel me?
Nah, it do be.
It's
Nah,
nasty.
and I'm gonna leave it with one more thing, man. Like when Puff came up to Harlem, you know what I'm saying, and he went to the spot and he was shaking hands with everybody. And then when he left and he asked the security guard to pass him his hand sanitizer, I gotta take 1,000 baths, my man. I was out here with the people, these people disgusting. I was like, oh nah. They got this on tape. Like they released this, bro. Like for real. Like I'm like, oh nah, they want to destroy. Like he already locked up, but like his public image.
Yeah.
So like they want that tarnish.
Yeah, public
Like
perception.
they want it like
Yeah.
public. There you go.
Yeah.
Like they want that like finito. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, my
But
brother. But I appreciate you
I'm gonna
tapping
right there.
All right. Salute, Panther.
You're ready.
All right. Let's get it. The lines is lit. Call me up. Give me your assessments on this. All right, hold on 1 second, caller. Hold on 1 second, caller. Hold on 1 second. Let me shout out this the people in the super chat. Salute to B Fire 1. I keep telling idiots that Cassie stuff don't matter. He's going to go down for Pac and Big's death. I guarantee it. The Cassie thing was just a play. But they don't hear me though. Keep going, Rex. Salute. Appreciate the cash app, brother. You know what I mean? Be Fire 1. And I want to shout out I believe Coco Chanel on the super chat. She says, first of all, no one gonna come at M.Reck or the Wreck Mob. Wrong show, homie. Go call Netflix and hit 50 up. The doc was well put together. Keep Diddy locked up. Okay. Appreciate you, Coco Chanel. Caller, state your name, where you calling from. You got the floor. Let's get it.
Or the Wreck Mob. Wrong show, homie.
Mute your audio, brother. Mute your audio.
Doc was well put together.
Yeah, mute your TV or your laptop, please. Run the likes up, y'all. Run it up, run it up, run it up. We got 600 people in the room. Run it up. Get the likes up. We should have over 600 likes. Let's get it. Cost you nothing to hit the like button. Caller, you there? Caller, you there? All right, next caller. Look, when y'all call, you got to have your laptop or your TV muted. Peace. Peace.
What's up, Brett?
What's going on?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's happening?
Nothing. I just had one thing to say. Everybody think it's Puffy who was doing all this, but one thing I remember Big Gene said, he said when him and Puffy was in a mansion and Puffy said he don't care if Biggie gotta die, Tupac gotta die, and Suge gotta go to jail. He tired of living his life like that. And Big Gene said, Puffy said that like somebody told it to him. Now, when you think about it, back then, Puffy was working for people, big people. So Suge Knight was taking all the Puffy workers. So, and Biggie was going behind Puffy back, finna switch over too. So you got to imagine who was the big wigs behind this saying, look at what Biggie doing. Look at what Suge doing. We need to get rid of both of them, and Tupac just got to be collateral damage. But it'll keep us all clear, and it'll make Puffy know what happened. But I think he just gotta sit with it and be like, wow, I've been dealing with these people so long, and they got me so far involved where I can't even really tell the truth. And that's just what I think it is. And they all say it wasn't who you think it was who killed Tupac and Biggie. It was way more higher than that. And it came from a much higher call.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? And when you think about everything that happened, it was them people that probably really own the industries who made happen what happened. So that's all I want to say, Rec.
No doubt. All right, my brother. Appreciate you, Jose. And I seen you put a message, man. You said you got your channel monetized. You need some promo.
Right.
Okay.
So I really want to see, see what you might help me out with. I'm gonna have to throw you some dough and work something out with you.
All right, so let's do this.
Let me hit these horns, man. Let me get out of my bed. Hold on. You know I gotta hit the horns, man. Let me get up here.
Let's get it.
For our truckers, you know that. Hold on. Let's go.
Let's go. Appreciate you.
All right, Rec.
So look, I'm gonna tap in with you. I got your number. I'm gonna hit you. I hit you tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
All right. Peace.
All right.
Let's get it, y'all. Lines on fire. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Peace.
Peace, M.Reck, peace, B. Peace, Rec Mob, and peace to SJ, man.
What's going on? JR, salute. I'm going to be honest. I can hear it in your voice. You not too happy. What's going on, JR? I can tell. Like, something's bothering you.
I'm all right, man. I'm happy, man. I thought it was a good doc. It's just,
I can tell. I can tell. Speak your mind. Speak your mind, bro. Speak your mind.
Yo, yeah, man. I mean, 50 my dude, you know that, man. Where Jane Doe at in the doc?
Come on now.
Jane Doe in there.
I'm glad you say it. Say it again. Say it again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I thought Jane Doe should have been in there, or at least a mention of they mentioned everything else. Why didn't you mention her? You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. I thought it was well put together.
Yes.
And I think that I always felt that Diddy had something to do with Pac and Big, because to me, when you see bodies dropping, well, I always thought Suge and Diddy had something to do with Pac and Big. I actually thought it was like a favor for a favor, if you ask me, because the two people who benefited the most from both of their deaths was those two people. There's no question about it. So when you see bodies drop, you always ask, well, who benefited? And those two benefited the most. I don't know about nothing else. About no background people and nothing.
Because you G'd up, like the fact that I mean, because they messed up the word fan, but let's just say you are a supporter of 50 Cent, right? You still kept it G'd up and kept it on many instances, not just today. How did you feel about them pushing the narrative that Diddy probably got blood on his hands from Biggie and Tupac death? How you feel about that?
I was surprised that it was. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna say, I was shocked when they went down that path. I was like, yo, they really going here?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold watching it in real time. I literally said this out loud. I'm watching it Dolo, and I'm like, yo, they really going here? That's crazy.
Crazy.
Like, I did not expect that at all. But what I will say is, it was still. I don't know all those people who was talking. I never followed it like that. I'm just saying from when I was young, because this happened. I think I was in 7th grade when Biggie and Tupac died. From then, I thought that this dude dancing around had me sick. I was like, man, this dude dancing around, fluttering around, and all that. This dude probably had something to do with it. I'm telling you, I swear, I felt like this dude had something to do with it when I was in junior high, dog. I was like, I don't trust this nigga. Him and Suge. I was like, yo, because all that stuff started to pour out. I don't know if you remember, but it was rumored that Biggie was supposed to be signing Mace, Cameron, Junior Mafia, and the Locks, and that him and Tupac was supposed to be like, coming back together, like they was like rekindling and patching their stuff up before Pac got murdered. So that was already something that was running around the streets. You know what I'm saying? Early on. So I'm like, I really didn't trust Suge Knight and these dudes. I felt like they had the most to gain because once they took them dudes out, Tupac's masters went to Suge, right? It boosted all the Tupac sales. Forget about it. And the life after death was out of here when Biggie died. It was a wrap. Like it went double like right 5 times platinum or something. Right away, it was out of here. So who benefited?
Nah, that's
It wasn't Biggie's moms, I'll tell you that.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So
well, JR,
I don't know.
Somebody got a question for you in the chat room. Somebody in the rec mob. They said, ain't 50 Cent street? Don't he talk about rats? So I guess they saying why he pushed that narrative on this doc. You know, I guess that's what they mean.
First off, if you believe that 50 Cent put the doc together, was directing it, then I don't know what to tell you, bro. You obviously not thinking correctly. He didn't direct this doc. The shorty that was sitting next to him directed the doc, bro. Really, what 50 was the name to push the doc.
That's exactly. I told him that earlier. I said that earlier.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta understand. You gotta read. That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes people don't really know business. That's not. And by the way, a documentary ain't ratting. I don't know what you guys think. If you're using a documentary, that means they using files and things. No doubt, they push a narrative, but they're not telling you what actually happened outside of whatever facts they was able to gather. And Diddy was stupid enough to be filming his whole life because all the film we seen in that documentary came from him.
Yeah,
you do know that, right?
Yeah.
All of that, all of those old school flicks, all of that stuff. The thing with the school, the video, that's all his
footage. Yeah.
No, people gotta understand business, bro. Wake up. 50's just a name. He ain't got nothing to do with how that doc got put together. Trust me.
Nah, that's a fact.
He's just a name to move it.
But I would say this: he do have, when you executive producer, you got the say so of what goes on the doc or what stays off the doc. Like you said earlier, you came in and said Jane Doe too. She's not on the doc.
Yeah, I mean, you already know that he got some pull, but he can't control which way that, you know what I mean? You come on. He's gonna let them tell that story. But I'm just saying, I was mad about the J. Doe thing because to me it seemed to be kept off of there for a reason, in my opinion.
And I'm gonna say this. In all fairness,
kept off for a reason.
Yeah, in all fairness, let's just say this. Maybe he kept his baby moms off the doc for a lot of different reasons, but I'm gonna go with this. So I'm gonna give 50 Cent an out. Maybe legally,
positively.
Yeah, maybe legally he kept her off the dock because he was trying to avoid a lawsuit. Who knows? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna close that gap. How many times we see, dudes with the dark shadow face? You know what I'm saying? Dudes be having a dark shadow face up there, like, and then that's when with the voice changes and all that. Come on, man, get out of here, man. Right. She could have been on this doc. Jane Doe at the bottom.
Hey, look, I try to give him my out. JR like, nah, fuck that. She should have been on the dock. Put her in a hoodie in the dark somewhere in the corner, and let's get this shit rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So
Facts.
Look,
listen, there was a. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Take over. I got to take this call. No, take over. I got to take a personal call. I want you to take over the show real quick. Just real quick.
Yeah. All right, copy. Yeah, man. So, there was a lot going on. There was a lot of different little narratives that I seen within the doc. They tried to attach. Oh, and this is another thing I want to touch on real quick. The Andre Harrell thing, and I'm gonna give Rec, when Rec comes back, I'm gonna get his thoughts on this too. Was they trying to allege that Andre Harrell, had some funny business going on with Diddy? Because I really felt like when he was saying, "Oh, I'm moving into to Andre Harrell's home," he said, "Hey, I'm not going home. I need a place to stay, and I'm moving in." I thought that was real spooky. I want to give Rex opinion on that. Let's see here. I'm gonna go read into the comments, guys, a little bit. Jane Doe may be entangled in another case he can't speak on. Yo. At Flames Keena. That was hilarious. Gene Deal should have definitely been on the dock. At Seagrass 97, 97. I think the reason they didn't put Gene Deal on it was because he was one of the most outspoken guys out first. You know what? I would actually want to hear why Gene Deal wasn't on this doc. That is interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because he was one of the first people speaking on this. So I'm definitely interested to hear why Gene wasn't on it. At Blue 888 Hood Gamer, the truth be told, it was confirmed by multiple people that Biggie wanted to leave Bad Boy Records to create his own music label company. He even moved to Atlanta, Georgia. Yo, bro, at Blue 88 Hood Gamer, dude, you are absolutely correct. I remember hearing this. I'm telling you, I was in the 7th grade. The streets was buzzing, bubbling. He was supposed to be coming up with his own record label. Him and Pac was actually cool. This was all the words in the street. And then out of nowhere, this dude gets murdered. I mean, come on, bro. And then when you look at that doc and the dude is saying he kept him out there. I mean, oh my God. I don't know, man. That was, I couldn't believe they went there, but that was real crazy. At Red Black Mathic, salute to you too, bro. You already know. Let's see. At Mask Off, M4M. Right? Is that what that was? Mask Off M for M. I wonder if that was it. You know, he said that Gene Deal wanted too much money. I wonder if that was it. Because I'm really curious to that, why Gene wasn't in it, because he was one of the first people to break it. You know what I mean? For real.
My brother JR, thank you for holding it down, man. Salute.
No, you already know. I wanted to get your thoughts before we get off, because this is another one where I wanted to go.
Mm-hmm.
The Andre Harrell thing to me was interesting. That was another interesting place they went. Remember when Diddy goes, "Oh, I'm not leaving the crib." You know, he said, "Oh, I started staying at Andre Harrell's crib," and he was Diddy moved in before I did.
Yep.
I thought that was a little spooky. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
No,
I don't know how you felt about that.
No, very spooky for many ways. First of all, how you gonna move in his first mansion before he moves in, and then why you moving in with a man? You know, and you know, it was rumors that they was on some, you know, fun boy shit, allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the energy I was picking up off of it. I was like, like what's going on here? Who moves into it? That's a little strange, but and I was wondering if a lot of that behavior was they trying to allude that a lot of his behavior stems from that. Because a lot of the things that I got off the documentary, why I thought it was really good, was that I thought they kept aligning love and pain.
Yeah,
love comes first, then he causes the pain. Love, pain, love, pain. It kept happening. I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And all throughout the doc, I thought that
good catch on that. Good catch.
Good read. Man. I was like, it was. You know, listen, the salacious things, this and that, but I was trying to watch the documentary to really get a vibe of who the brother was for real. And, you know, a lot of it, you know, I just kept seeing it. I'm going to dangle the love here, and then I'm going to cause pain.
Yeah.
And it was very, I thought the doc was very interesting. Of course, I'm going to take my shots, you know what I'm saying? 50 my dude, but I'm going to have to throw some stones at dude. That's my guy, though.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I thought Jane should have been in it. But overall, a lot of it, I don't know how much I love the whole moms thing. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, moms, they try to do their best. It is what it is. But the Andre Harrell thing to me was interesting, and the lust for power and fame, and even the thing that happened at the school at the basketball game, right? And then what he said, this was my first shot at becoming famous.
Yeah.
All those sacrificed black bodies.
Yeah. That was spooky.
You know, all those black bodies all over the place.
Yeah.
And,
it was.
This really shot my career up.
Yeah.
Ugh. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Y'all guys read into it what you will. You know what I mean?
That part
I look at a lot.
Very interesting and spooky. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? But also, you know, it showed what kind of I'm gonna say it, and you could look at it in a good and bad way. it showed what kind of monster he was. You feel me? Like he was becoming,
You ain't lying.
he was becoming a monster we ain't never seen. You know what I'm saying? Good and bad. You
Word.
gotta understand. Diddy, outside of all the negativity, he's one of the best when it comes to marketing and promotion. That's what he does. Nobody do that better than
He's
him.
definitely the best.
The best.
That's a fact.
Okay. The trolling shit is cool
That's
on
the longest
social
one and
media.
all that.
The trolling shit, that shit cool on social media. But when it comes to selling actual records and making Biggie and Craig Mack superstars, when these niggas look like the wildest niggas you ever saw in your life.
Yo.
No, I'm just saying, respectfully, rest in peace. This nigga made them niggas, especially Biggie, into a superstar. Okay, that comes from marketing and promotion and all that. So you got to give him, his credit on that. But look, JR, you can tap back in. We're gonna get some more Rec Mall people tapping in. Because you did a great job.
Copy, man. Yo, peace M.Reck, peace Rec Mob, and peace to SJ. Love y'all, man. I can't wait to hear some more commentary on this. This was dope, and I enjoyed it, man.
Yes.
You have a blessed one.
You too, my brother. Have a blessed one. Peace. Run the likes up. This is the livest show. We taking calls from the world on this 50 Cent. Mute your audio, caller, please. Mute your audio, your TV, your laptop.
What's going on, M.Reck?
Everything good. Hold on 1 second. Run the likes up. We live on YouTube, y'all. The like button costs you nothing. Run it up, run it up. We live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. My brother, let the world know who you be, where you calling from, and let's get it.
This Larry Johnson, Kings and Brotherhood from Florida.
Larry, what's happening, my brother? What we doing?
Nothing much, man. Man, I ain't talked to you in a minute, man.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, man. Talk to me, man. What's going on? Did you see this docuseries?
Yes, I've seen the docuseries, and I got to give 50 Cent his props, even though people like to say that he's trolling, but he did his work due diligently. He went and got everything and put it all together. He did show Puff's good side of him being a producer and a marketing person and putting Craig Mack and Biggie and total everybody out there. But then also he showed his evil side. And what people got to realize, come money and power, there's destruction. And what I want to put out there so everybody I know that's listening, because I know a lot of people listen to you, M.Reck, because you are one of those people that does positive things in the hip hop community and in films.
Salute.
But the thing of it is about Biggie and Tupac, this question, why were they killed? That's number one. Number two, who benefited? And number three, who has the power to cover it up?
Now,
those are the three questions.
I'm glad you're saying this. See, now we talking. Let's really get to the shit. Okay, let's go with Tupac, right? Because he got killed first. We all know them people had something to do with Tupac's death. Okay, I'm gonna say both of them, but definitely Tupac. You know why? Because they wanted his moms out of here because she was a Black Panther. You know, we can go deep.
Yes.
So that's
we can go deep.
So even with this doc coming out and having somebody like a 50 Cent push a certain narrative, it takes the so-called conspiracy theory off the feds and the CIA and all them MFs who we already know had their hands in a lot of, celebrities' deaths or freedom fighters' deaths, like a Tupac, like a Malcolm X and all that. We can really get deep, but that's if y'all want to go there. But if y'all want to keep it on some surface level shit, we'll just keep it there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I give you two options. Let's deal with them people. Co-intail Pro.
Come on now.
They put a divide between the West Coast Black Panthers and the East Coast Black Panthers with them people that they sent in that was infiltrating.
Come on now.
And causing destruction. Then his mom being a Black Panther. We're dealing with the feds and the police.
Come on.
What Tupac was, he was always under surveillance. Tupac shot those 2 officers in Atlanta.
Facts.
And it doesn't matter it was Atlanta cops. Cops are blue and they stand together no matter what state they're in.
Yes, sir.
So you thinking he got shot in New York off this robbery? It took the cops didn't even get on the scene in time enough from the reports, like how they supposed to. They didn't even get to Quad Studios. They got to Quad Studios like an hour later after Tupac got shot. They weren't even in no rush. So you got to put that in the fight to see. Nobody don't know about that, but that's out there in the public. You can Google it. They got there an hour later, not fast. So that's another thing, because you got New York cops who also affiliated with Malcolm X.
Come on now.
At that building that's in New York, Ottoman Ballroom. You don't think you have any cops that was older, that was young at the time when Malcolm X got shot, and then now they're like 50 or something years old and they still work for that same New York Police Department when Tupac got shot at Quad City Studios? And then you got to go on, like I said, why was Tupac killed? Number one, yes, Puffy envied Tupac. He did. He really envied him. And then you align yourself with Suge, who everybody in the industry would say was scared of.
Correct.
Everybody was intimidated by Suge. So you align Pac with Suge, and then Puffy is your enemy, and then Puffy is scared. Puffy had to rely on them boys from the hood and the blues for security when he goes to Cali. And then Puffy supposedly, which I heard about this in Florida before it even hit the hip hop magazines and all that Puffy put a bounty on the chains. He really put a $10,000 bounty on the chains, because we heard this down here in Florida before it hit the Source and whatever type of magazine that was out back then. It was the Source and something else. We heard it in the streets here in Florida, because we're on the East Coast. So we heard it. It was like, dang, he really wanted Death Row chain, which Puffy wanted to use in a video dissing Tupac. Biggie did not want to diss Tupac at all, but Puffy was pushing the narrative to sell records.
I hear that. Yo,
so,
you dropped some gems. I ain't gonna hold you. You want to keep going?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm finna break it all down to you on the reason why, who benefited, and who had the power to cover it up. Then you get with the Vegas thing. Everybody know Tupac loved Mike Tyson. He's free. He's not going to miss a fight.
Hold that thought. Run the likes up, because my man Larry breaking it down. Run the likes up. This is the livest show, okay? You know we do the work over here. You going to get that information you ain't going to get from nowhere else. Run it up, run it up, run it up. It ain't what you think it is, okay? My man Larry breaking it down. The like button costs you nothing. Run it up. We live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Larry, you got the floor.
Okay. Everybody knew Tupac loved Mike Tyson. He's free. He's not going to miss a fight. And you're going to be able to sit in the front row and cheer your homeboy on. They knew that. Fight nights, you got everybody. Magic Johnson, Lucid Gossip Jr., all these people are on video the same night with Pac at this fight. Everybody know it. Then you're going to have all the dudes that's in the know in the streets. Crips, Bloods, Von Zip, them coming from New York coming to the fight, which Von Zip was friends with Mike Tyson. Then what happened? Nobody don't really say what that dude said to Tupac that made him jump off. They keep talking about, oh, he's one of them. He the one that took the necklace. No, what Tupac heard was, that's the guy that tried to get the necklace for Puffy. Nobody's not saying that. That's why he went off on Orlando. Nobody's not telling the truth. That's what he said in Pac's ear. That's the guy that tried to get the necklace for Puffy. Pac gone. Jump on him. Then the whole entire crew jump on him. And then you say to yourself this: if Orlando Anderson got hit by Pac and got jumped on by them other cats, why them other cats didn't get shot the following week, the week before and all that. Why Tupac was the main target and Suge? Because Puffy did meet Keefy D at that sub shop, whatever it was in California, to say, I'm going to give you that money. But that check was written out to Von Zip for some type of record label. But Von Zip kept the money for himself. Okay? Puffy didn't care. Puffy said, okay, I ain't got to worry about Pac no more. Death Row really ain't going to come after Bad Boy no more, but I'm going to make Biggie do this, that, and the third, which he did. Now you get the Biggie. Puffy started feeling himself. You had Tupac killed, and he know he did. He's getting cocky. So now he wanted the spotlight. So what do? Biggie was supposed to go to London. He wasn't even supposed to go to California. You got Kirk Burroughs saying it, that he was supposed to go to London on this docuseries. So what Puffy did, set it up for him to go. He wanted to leave that day after they did what they had to do. They pressed tour on the Pro album and do more songs for the Life After Death album. He made him stay, made him go to that party. It was all set up. And once he got killed, guess who was the star? Puff Daddy.
Correct.
Who released that album over the summer? What it was called, No Way Out. That basically saying, once you mess with me, dog, I'm either going to kill you and it's no way out for you. That's why the album was called No Way Out. Nobody's not looking at all these facts and these scenarios. So who had the power to cover up? Puffy. But who helped? Andre Harrell. Would who help? Clive Davis keeping his mouth closed, because all that money from now on out ran through Puffy for the next 3 years. Suge Knight got locked up. Death Row not making no money, but they did. But the thing of it is, when push comes to shove, when all this stuff come out, why you think that Keefy D trial got pushed to the summer? It wasn't because of his lawyers. They're trying to build a case on Diddy, and they're going to get Diddy. There's another thing. Las Vegas PD was getting so many emails the last 10 years about Tupac's murder that their server was messing up in the Las Vegas police department. They was getting emails after emails, phone calls from random people wanting to know why they ain't solving it. That's the reason why they did what they did. That's the reason why they went after Keefy D. They server got messed up. But none of this is not reaching to the media because some of these people still got their hands in it and don't want the truth to come out. So those are the reasons why they was killed, Puffy benefited, and Puffy then was able to cover it up.
No doubt. Yo,
and don't think the feds and all them really ain't sitting back saying, okay, we got the Shakur family now. No, y'all don't, because you got some people that's fans outweigh the government.
Mind you, I want to add this. The feds was there the whole time.
Yeah, and they got all this on video but won't release it.
Yo, exactly. So if the feds is there the whole time, not only is they taking surveillance of, what's going on for years, months, weeks on end, and they already got the wires, the wires tapped and all that shit. You dig what I'm saying? So for it to go down the way it went down on they watch, that shit should be damn near impossible. But whatever.
But especially on Vegas, that strip.
Come on, man.
Like Bugsy Siegel, when he got shot in Vegas, the guy that built Vegas, he got shot in his house. It took them 5 years later to find out who the killer was, and that killer worked for the mafia. So you mean to tell me this happened in our time frame in 1996 in public, not in no home where Bugsy Siegel got killed at? He was in his house. Y'all find out who killed him in 5 years. But this happened on a busy street. And y'all waited till y'all servers had all these explosions of emails about Tupac, and y'all server had shut down. And all these phone calls y'all was getting. Now y'all want to do something?
Nah, that's a fact. But yo, look, my brother, I got a lot of people trying to call up. Larry, salute you. You definitely, decoded a lot of stuff. Salute. You know what I mean? Let the people know who you be real quick. And Tap back in with me on the next live.
My name is Larry Johnson. I am the president and CEO of Kings and Brotherhood, and our motto, we rise up by lifting others. And another thing, we don't have time for mess or drama. I'm out. M.Reck, peace to you and much love.
Much love, Larry. Salute. Peace to you, my brother.
All right,
peace.
All right, bye, my brother.
Run it up, man. Let's get it. The line's on fire. Run it up. Peace. Peace.
Peace to God.
Peace, God. What's going on? You sound far away.
Joe Business. Joe Business.
Joe Business. What's going on? Run the likes up. We live on YouTube. Run it up, run it up, run it up. We got my man Joe Business on the line. Joe Business. Did you watch the documentary?
Yes, and there's something I want to talk about because this hits close to home to me because I've always had this weird connection to Puff and Tupac. So hear me out. So I went to 8th Floor Randolph in Harlem. So Juice was at 8th Floor Randolph. I don't know if anyone know that, on 135th and Convent. So when he had that party, I was actually supposed to go to that party. One of the kids that died in there was actually someone I knew since I was in, matter of fact, first grade, and he was best friends with my cousin. Everyone thought we was related because we had the same last name. His name was Lenny, and he died from asphyxiation. So I feel like a lot of what happened to him is kind of karma coming back around from that first heinous act that he did. And the reason he got off on it, I know they didn't really go into it, but he was in business with this white Jewish chick, and that's the reason he was able to get. He had some political connections. So everything kind of comes full circle. And so every time I think about that day, I was actually supposed to go to a party, but my mom's dead to me at the last minute.
Got you.
She literally said, I can't go. I mean, we met my cousin that came from down south, and we were supposed to go because the party was on City College campus. So 8th Floor Randolph Campus High School is on the campus of City College. So it was just a thing. It was going to be lit, but we just couldn't go. And luckily I didn't because, like I said, my man, he caught a bad one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was a horrible situation at that time too, because it was I don't know why a chick who was out there pregnant was out there anyway, but there's women who died, for asphyxiation. They lost their babies, all that. So
yeah, it's
crazy. Really, really sad time, man.
Very.
But
well, let me ask you this: overall, what's your docu-series overall?
I think that I feel like knowing how 50 move a little bit, he's a strict adherent to the 48 laws of power. I think he got some other crud that he's holding out on. Because the fact that he was able to, because there's a lawsuit going on, because what happened with this footage. Originally, there was a videographer who was taking the footage for Puff.
Correct.
And then he couldn't complete it, and it went and got subcontracted out. So the problem is they may have had a contract with the first guy, but had no written agreement with the other guy. And that might have been a setup. He might have got wind of it, I heard Puff taping his joint, I'll give you 100 racks. And you just be like, I can't make it. To create the loophole. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he got some other crud, and there's going to be a part 2. Because, meaning that he's an adherent to the 48 laws of power, he wants to eviscerate his enemy.
No doubt.
So I think there's more.
Got you. But look, we're going to get to these other callers. I appreciate you tapping in, Joe Business. You heard?
Peace is God.
One. Run the lights up. Salute to Christopher Butler on the super chat. He said, love for the time and nature of the bill. Thank you. Appreciate you on the $20 super chat. Let's get it. The line's on fire. Run it up. Run it up. I want to make sure that this app is tapped in for all your calling up. If I miss your call, this is the perfect time to call. Okay. So we're talking about this docu-series. Definitely a good watch. Peace.
Yo, I left this out, M.Reck. This your boy, Neon. Neon from North Carolina. I left this part out. Remember the Kim Porter book? She said something about Puff Daddy and Tupac was cool at the beginning until Puff Daddy wanted to do a threesome. You know what I'm saying? And that's when it went off. See, now you hear about all these threesomes. Like the girl Aubrey from Danity Kane said in the documentary that, she was in touch. Well, she said that a girl saw her with her legs open.
You got music in your backdrop. What's that? That's gonna kill me on the.
Yeah, I'm in a.
Oh,
I'm in the restaurant, but check this out. You remember Aubrey said that in the documentary where she said that a girl said she saw Aubrey intoxicated with her legs open and another dude. So it's like all these threesome and orgies that Puffy. It's believable that him and Pop fell out because of that, and that was the spark that started Puff going to Jimmy Henchman, and they was already trying to court Pac to join Bad Boy, but he was declining. So, it's all about Puff. It goes back to his insecurities, his pride, and him trying to control women, men, or whoever, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt. I appreciate you, good brother.
That's a key factor right there to the movie. Keep doing your thing, M.Reck. Double deuces and bubble gooses. I'm gone.
My man, Dion, salute. Run the likes up. We here, man. We doing the work. Man, where do I start, man? It's a lot. It's a lot to unpack. You got Albie Shaw, Kim Porter, because the narrative on the first episode, they was just showing all the like celebs that Diddy kind of like backdoor pause for their girls. You know what I'm saying? They was definitely showing that. Kim Porter, Misa, who else? It was somebody else. But and Suge Knight. Diddy was knocking all these dudes for their chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's part of the game, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Part of the game, I guess. This is a thing that been going on in the streets and in the industry, and then the whole Alpo thing and all that. We're gonna get into all that. Caller, state your name, where you calling from.
Yo, this formerly the dark skin Dre. What I M.Reck, what I wreck mob.
What's going on, my brother? Talk to me.
Let me ask you this, and this is just strictly on some man time shit.
Let's get it.
Do you approve of 50 putting his name on something that, even with all that 48 laws of power and all that, do you approve of a man trying to basically bring another man down based off of sexual allegations of what they doing in their bedroom and all that?
No, I don't approve. You know that already. You know I'm gonna keep it. I don't approve. You know what I mean?
So this is really a moot conversation, because I'm gonna be honest with you. The people that support it, they are just haters. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else, because they wasn't sexually abused.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So all of this pointing the finger and all this victim mentality, especially for men, it's kind of sickening, bro. Just being real. You know what I'm saying? And
speak your piece.
That's all I got to say.
Speak. So let me ask you this. So you didn't watch the doc?
Now, I heard about it, but I didn't get a chance. I've been busy, but I wouldn't even want to support that stuff, bro. I'm just being honest with you.
I'm going to say this. This is the part that threw me for a loop. If you don't watch nothing else, watch the first episode, because it almost come off like a Life and Times of Sean Diddy Combs. Like on, like really showing how he got in the music business, showing how he grew up as a kid. That part was real interesting. I thought they was going, I thought that's where they was going with it more in that direction. But that's on that's only on the first joint. The rest is, all that other shit. But that first,
and then with documentaries and narratives, you could put it how, like, they could make you seem like a monster, M.Reck. If I find 5 people from your past that you did wrong or whatever, and then just slander you, that's all that really is. That's what I'm saying. Like, anybody could do that on anybody. Like, we're in a biblical time, my brother. And I'm gonna just be real about it. Me as a man, I don't have the energy, and I'm not saying you're doing nothing wrong, but because you know what I'm saying, you bringing content to the masses. But what I'm saying is, the people that's actually really invested in that and supporting that, they need to look at themselves in the mirror, man.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Look, good brother, speak your talk, talk your talk. It is what it is, my brother.
And look, and I want everybody, you know what I'm saying, to go check out, I'm about to make history, M.Reck. Go check out slabriders.web.app. Bro, I'm about to make history. I got like 43 different economic loops for people to make money right now. So I'm gonna tap in with you too, M.Reck. So I'm gonna get some advertisement. I'm gonna do it the right way. But I'm just let you know, brother. You know, your good brother really did something that's gonna make history. You know what I'm saying? Real shortly.
Oh, congrats, my brother, on that. For all business, email me mrecktv submissions@gmail.com. You know what I mean? For all.
I got you, brother, and I'm gonna put something extra on it too. I got you.
Thank you, my
brother.
All right. So
One love.
One love. Run the likes up. This is the Lobby Show where we let the streets tap in. Wreck Mob. Salute to the Wreck Mob. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. We here. We talking this 50 Cent presents Sean Diddy Combs The Reckoning docu-series. Caller, talk to me. Mute your audio. Mute your audio, caller. Please, you gotta mute that.
Yo, what's good?
You gotta mute your TV or your laptop, good brother. It's bleeding the show.
Yo.
Yeah, there you go. You money now. Talk to me, man. State your name. Where you calling from, fam?
Big Trinity, Luciano, 6 Money. You already know, man. Brooklyn,
All
New
right.
York, what's up?
What's going on, good brother?
Shout out M.Reck TV, man. You know, regular shit, man. Checking the content you got on here today and all that.
No doubt. Salute. Appreciate you, man. Did you watch the docu-series?
Nah, I ain't come across it yet.
Okay.
You know what I mean, a couple of my colleagues and take a look at it and all that. But I feel like how the brother that was
you gotta speak up, good brother, because the people say that you low. They want you to speak up.
I ain't see it yet.
Okay.
I ain't see it yet. I'm gonna take a look at it. I don't really got no opinions on it too much.
Got you.
Now, the brother was saying something about 50, you know what I mean, kicking a man when he's down and all that. That's some real shit right there.
No doubt.
That's some real shit right there.
No doubt. How you feel about that?
As people, bro, we just be tearing each other down, bro. Like, just push super narratives just to keep us at each other and all that. That's all that Willie Lynch shit, bro. You really pay attention from back in the days to now, with the smear campaigns and all that. 50 should know better, man. He should know better. Coming from the streets, you screaming all this Southside shit. You survive with your life. You know what I mean? To turn around and being indulgent into prosecution, avocation shit is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy out here.
Because at the end of the day, you might think it's not harmful and all. It might be trolling and shit. Dogs, that shit might have a domino effect on somebody's legal situation. Might fuck with a nigga endorsements. Like that's federal. I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000. That shit he doing is federal, bro. Whether he wrote it, whether he's that's like prime example. Somebody accusing you of sexual acts and all that shit. You know you ain't do none of this shit. But you got a nigga that's from your field with editors and journalists and come on, man, that's rat shit. But he has a history of doing that type of shit in his coin. I don't even think he cares. You know what I'm saying? Because he has even with the ghetto Quran and all that, back then, niggas' brothers felt like, damn, you talking too much. Even though it's music and a lot of shit is public information, dudes be feeling like other dudes behind the scenes be like, damn, boy, you talking a little too much. You feel what I'm saying?
Got you.
I feel as a real man, it's like, bro, what personal issue that y'all really got? Y'all niggas ain't got no real life beef. Y'all don't got no real life issues. Other than him fucking with your baby moms and all that, bitch is a whore. You got a poor choice in women. I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000. Look at this nigga lineup in women. You this mighty 50 Cent. Look at this nigga fucking lineup in women. You hate on niggas like Diddy. You hate on niggas like Hov. You not even in the position that these niggas is in. Especially Jay-Z. It's getting to the point where it's like he almost obsessed with these niggas. And it's like, bro, to keep it all the way a buck and get off of the Diddy shit, like Jay-Z is was a iller street nigga than you, and he a bigger industry nigga than you. With a woman that he married and been locked in and really uplifting the people, really out here creating lanes and giving back and changing laws and, you know what I'm saying? And doing shit for the culture. You don't never see Jay-Z do half the shit this goofy nigga be doing. Like, he's supposed to be a street nigga, and it's like, I don't know, it's like he be trying to cater and buck dicks for the crackers, and I hate that shit. Not just for him, there's a lot of people that do that shit, but him to be a rapper, to be from the streets, he all the way out of pocket. And niggas don't be wanting to check him. Niggas don't be wanting to check him because niggas is bandwagon rider niggas.
Niggas be glazed.
And they can relate to some of his struggles, and I get it. But a lot of his shit be kind of federal. Like, he always do some, like, dogs, if you got a situation with a nigga, handle it behind the scenes. Move in silence. You talk all this 48 laws of power shit. That ain't no 48 laws of power shit, man. That's 48 laws of trickery.
Damn.
You dividing and conquering. You the reason why. And Diddy too. Let me get this. I'm gonna make this very clear. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, homie. I am not a Diddy fan. I never was, never would be. I'm in my 40s, homie. Like, I fuck with Biggie. I fuck with Jay-Z. That's
easy.
it.
Easy on the curse.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, you gotta send something in. You gotta send something in. You gotta send something in. That's the rules over here. You gotta send something in through the Cash App. All right, you gotta send something in. You feel me?
Oh, I ain't know that. I ain't know that was the rule. I ain't gonna lie. Now I know that.
You know it ain't no curses. You know it ain't no curses. All right, but
no curses. Oh, all right,
yeah.
Bad.
Continue on though. Continue on. You gotta send something in though.
I just feel like, listen, man, he's a success story within himself. You know, he came through a lot. Lost his moms. I lost my moms. I'm from the street, so I get it, man. Like, there comes a point of time in your life where you gotta separate all that business shit, all that trolling, all that internet, all that goofy shit from integrity and morals and principle. You gotta stand firm on that shit, boy. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, this dude could be very influential to the people in his community, and he's not. You're so worried about Diddy and his fucking shit going on. You mad at the shit. You know your baby mom's tired with the nigga. So it's like, it's almost coming off like you know what I'm saying? Like you pillow talking and you hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I don't know, man. I guess people with this world, that's what this world is about right now. Like, everybody trolling the internet. People let rats come home and they get on platforms like these and they allow them to speak their piece and all that. I'm coming from a time where you do anything dishonorable, they put belt to you. You got out of there. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Talk that shit to the people that want to hear it. Now the circus is open for all walks of life, and the admissions is just going high, and everybody just buying all these tickets to this clown show, man. This brother needs to tighten up, man. You got young brothers out here. You got these culture vultures out here. They looking at this. He's showing weakness. Because the real narrative that you're showing is that you separating the brother. You putting these narratives and these false allegations. We don't know what's going on. Everybody could be lying, and then you doing work with people that's not even credible.
Yeah,
you trying to do that with the.
I said
with
that
the El Chapo brothers. Like, you did it. Like, why is all the stories you getting information from people that did bad, that wasn't credible, dishonorable. They all, it's like, that was in the whole nutshell. That shouldn't even be authentic.
That's a fact. But look, I ain't gonna hold you. There's a lot of people calling, bro. Salute. Thank you for tapping in. Make sure you send something in to that Cash App. You know what I mean? $ mrecktv. I appreciate you, King. Salute.
Y'all niggas hold it down, man.
Peace. Run the lights up. The streets, they calling up. They upset for whatever reason. The people are talking. You know, whether good or bad, it's a good thing. Caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Going on, right? This is Jay from Baltimore.
What's happening, good brother? Salute to the whole B Mall.
All right, without salute to you and the whole rec mob.
Salute, my brother. Salute to the whole rec mob. Talk to me. What's going on with this doc?
All right, I first and foremost, I haven't watched the docuseries, but you know, because I'm at work. But later on, I might go peep it out, right? But I'm kind of getting tired of this whole narrative of black men tearing black men down.
Let's get it.
You can't get tore down unless you did something suspicious. There's an old saying: do something if you want to do something right. That's either right or wrong. Not everyone do the wrong, just don't get caught. You get caught, you deserve everything that comes with it. You deserve the public humiliation. You deserve all of it because you should have been slicker with it. Now, this 50, we all know 50 petty. So this is not something new or something supposed to be so surprising that he's doing this to Puff. Puff brought it on himself. He brought it on himself.
You there, boy? You there?
Even though,
Oh, you went out for a little bit. You went out for a little bit.
All right, wait, hold on. Let me take my earbud out. Better now?
Yeah, I can hear you, good brother.
All right, now, if that could have been anybody, Kelly, right? He public humiliation. Had he did it right, we wouldn't even know nothing about it. The money comes the ego. The ego, you feel like it's the power. Now you get power hungry. Now you feel like you unstoppable, untouchable. Once you get touched, you can't cry, complain, or none of that. You can't. You just got to deal with it. Puff has to deal with this. That's it. He got to deal with it. Ain't no tearing another black man down. You got to deal with it. They have a public beef. This is what happens when you have a public beef with a petty person. They go and pick everything. They can make a small thing to a big thing. If Puff was in the same shoe as 50, you don't think he'd do the same thing?
I don't know. I don't think Puff will use a narrative to try to bury 50 alive. I don't you know what I'm saying? I don't see Puff.
But we all know what the problem is. He tender jointed. I ain't trying to, you know what I mean, curse or nothing, bad words.
You say tender jointed.
But he on some tender joint type stuff, right? That's what he's doing. This is what's going on. Like 50, like again,
tender jointed.
Go over 50 and talk bad about 50, like, yo, you a tender joint. Because you should never have been taking pictures on the sand at the beach, smiling. Now your people's over there with yo and them getting the bang bangs, getting the, you know, you got Puff in the back doing the back of your people's doing the counterclockwise swirl, like, and the Punisher in the front of her giving her the bulldog shakedown. Listen, you can't get mad about that, but that's what happens. He dealt with it. Puff got to deal with it. It's a part of the game.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Part of the game, bro.
Look, I appreciate you tapping in. Great assessment. Make sure you tap in for the next live as well. You heard? Salute, King.
You going live tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going live tomorrow. Tap in.
Yeah, I be saying it because I be at work, bro. I be at work and be trying to catch you.
Yeah, what time?
Sometimes you be doing it in the early morning. I be turning over, and I'm like, man, your rec went live early. I got repeated and look at it or whatever. But yeah, you know,
what time you go to work, man? Maybe I could try to do
No, bro, we ain't gonna do that, man. You gotta do it on your own time, bro. But I still catch it. I go to work at 2:30. I still catch it, but I might not catch it live though.
Gotcha.
I still watch it though.
You go to work at 2:30. So if I go live at 12:30, is that too early?
Bro, I'm asleep.
Are you asleep? Damn. I mean, so you still at work or you off work now?
No, I'm still at work.
You still at work? Okay, so what's a good time? I guess the late night for you, right? What, like 10:30?
No, listen. Whenever you do it and I see the notification, I'm tuning in.
All right, my brother. Let them know who you be again, man.
It's Jay from Baltimore.
Shouts to the whole B more. Shouts to Jay, man. I appreciate you.
All right, no problem. Salute to y'all. Salute to you and the whole Wreck Mob.
You already. Salute. Salute to my brother Rip, Forgotten Kings TV, man. Go subscribe over there, Forgotten Kings TV 2.0. I mean, homie Rip is out there and be more holding you down. Make sure you tap in with him. Call us. State your name. Where you calling from? Let's get it.
What's up, man? I'm Greg from Austin, Texas.
All right, do me a favor. Mute your TV or your laptop because I can hear it.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I think 50 is a man of integrity, and we have to like really deal with people that have integrity. And he just feels as though you have to realize the situation with his baby's mother and what Puffy put her through is a serious situation. So he's always going to have a hatred for him. I mean, just think about that. He's basically put her through so many situations, and nobody wants to talk about that. But 50 is a man of integrity. So, you know, this business, this hip hop business, is not a business of integrity. 50 is a man of integrity. And he's going to hate him forever for what he put his baby mother and his son through.
I hear that. If that's your assessment, hey, my brother, I appreciate you tapping in.
Exactly.
All right.
Much respect.
Respect. Let's get it. Salute to the Wreck Mob. We here. We taking calls, man. Lines lit. Run it up. Run it up. Hit the like button. Cost you nothing. We live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. What them likes looking like, y'all? Where we at on those likes? But call us. State your name. Let's get it. Talk to me.
This Janie B. And I just need to say this, M.Reck. If this don't apply, then let it fly. But some of these people calling them sound like they ain't never got no coochie. So many people are sucker duck niggas. Like, let's just call a spade a spade. Not all, but y'all know who y'all is. Y'all paying for it, and y'all ain't even getting nothing in return but a little company. And I don't mean the real company, just somebody sitting up with you. But far as 50, Diddy and Jay-Z, somebody brought them up in the same sentence. I just want to say this. All of them got high-pitched voices. The only reason 50 still got a high-pitched voice because he got pow-pow. So his voice changed. The Boo-Boo had a high-pitched voice. I'm just going to be the one to take. And all them niggas ugly. All three of them niggas ugly. So stop putting M.Reck in the same breath as three ugly niggas.
Wow. Salute this.
First of all, your voice is gorgeous. Shout out to your woman. You got a wonderful voice to listen to. And we done seen your picture. These niggas is not you.
Thank you. I'm glad the ladies are speaking up, man. I can understand why these niggas been trying to block and hate. You know what I mean? Because you know, it's good marketing over here. Let's just say that. Marketable in many ways.
These niggas can't talk nobody out of free water. That's why they paying for it.
That's a fact, Janie V. But I appreciate you tapping in.
Had to say that. All right.
All right. Peace. Shouts to Janie B. Peace.
What up, M.Reck?
What's going on, family? Talk to me.
What up? Yo. Hey, check this out. Man, 50 Cent a bitch. He been a bitch ever since he had Young Buck on the phone crying and shit. I don't see why nobody
You
fuck
on the
with him.
cursing, brother. Now you gotta send something in.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Cash out. $ mrecktv. Yeah.
All right, I got you. But
look,
yeah, man, I don't know why nobody even messed with him, man.
That's all you got to
50,
say?
50 out of line. And shout out to Malago Grams.
All right. Salute, King.
All right. Yep.
Please. Yo, niggas is crazy. Run the lights up. Crazy. Streets is on the tap in. Peace.
Peace. What's going on, man? Peace to the M.Reck family, man.
Mute your audio, good brother, please. Your TV.
Is it good now?
Yeah, you clean now. Yeah. State your name. Where you calling from?
I'm Ra. I'm from Brick City, but I'm out here in Detroit right now.
All right, let's get it, good brother.
All right, man. I definitely watched it, man. I binged through it. First and foremost, 50 gonna be 50. If you got some issues with him, what my man said before, beef with him stays around like an unpaid bill. Now it showed Puffy. It showed Puffy the other side that we don't know, the people that's not in the industry, and we just participating and supporting, or whether we support at one point or another. And he a foul dude. He's messed up, and I think people gonna leave watching that, knowing that he's messed up. But we already knew that. To get a position of that power, you gotta have some stank on yourself, man. But he's messed up, man. But 50's 50. He gonna do. We shouldn't expect anything from that but 50. I'm gonna land my plane right there, fam.
Got you, good brother. Salute.
All right, peace.
Peace. Peace.
Peace. M.Reck, what's up?
What's going on, good brother? Talk to me.
All right. Yeah, man, I hadn't called in a while, man, but I've been checking you out though. But on this this little hit piece that 50 did on Diddy was very well crafted. I'm gonna give him that much on that one, because he approached it just like a real devil would approach it. You know what I'm saying? And he's been taught, and he knows how Hollywood and how to put things together. But the thing about it is this: a lot of people that he had in the joint definitely had agendas that they wanted to take Diddy down, particularly the guy that he was in business with before. Everybody on that sort of had an agenda that they wanted to get, hit him while he's down type of thing. You see what I'm saying? And when it comes to the men saying all this stuff about him on what he did to them, you're a man, you took it, you kept going along with it when talk about the producer and all that kind of stuff like that. So I don't want to hear anything about that. You know what I'm saying? You're a man, you took it. The things that he did to the girl in the beginning and all that, I don't agree with none of that stuff. The Diddy, all that kind of stuff, I don't agree with that. But the part about when you try to throw the killing of Biggie and what's the name on there, that was blatant, like undercover hit job, trying to hit a person on a level that you may be trying to bubble up something on him, like to catch a charge, but it's not going to work because the white detective from LA, they got fired and was going around telling the exact story on the Biggie investigation.
Greg Casey.
Yeah. And so if they went so far as to get that deep and try to pull that narrative like that, they had to know what Greg Casey said about the case. And he was the only one that I found credible when he was saying that the LAPD had something to do with it. These people were connected to Suge Knight, so forth and so on, and they didn't want any more publicity negative towards the LAPD for all the other negative publicity they already had in the past with Rodney King and other issues that they've had that were public. So they know that particular thing that happened to Biggie had something to do probably in connection with Suge Knight, his cohorts, people that worked at the LAPD that were involved with him and his business and things like that. So that right there, everybody already knows that. So when you try to throw him in the mix of that,
You're already playing games or whatever. Now, when they talk about somebody being in LA, they're supposed to be here, they're supposed to be there. Okay, Diddy don't care about Biggie in the sense of security, but that's taking a big step as to saying you set somebody up to get killed. You see what I'm saying? Because Diddy's they already shown in the documentary, he has a flagrant type of way about him. You know what I'm saying? He cares about himself and what he's doing. So to put somebody in danger is nothing. I can believe that, but to go so far as to say he set it up or whatever, when Casey, a real detective, already said what happened. And then the part about Tupac or whatever, that's a big stretch to say I want the man killed just because he don't want to do no business with me and all this other kind of stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Because you might have had connections to people on the West Coast, but Tupac set the whole thing in motion when he got to fighting with the guy. So did he set that up too? You know what I'm saying? He fought the guy. They came back, shot him or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? So that was a big stretch. You see what I'm saying? And the other thing that I noticed, like I said, he didn't talk about the other lady, his baby mother, and I think that's what a lot of this whole thing has to do with. That you have ridiculed a man, called him all type of sweethearts and all these things about Diddy, and then he got a hold of somebody that you really cared about. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't like somebody that I feel like he was just dealing with. I think he must have cared about this lady, and then Diddy ran through it in the raw way. So I felt like he probably didn't like that. But at the end of the day, and this is another thing, M.Reck. When they started talk about Clive Davis, this the first point when I knew it was gonna go downhill. When they started talking about when he met up with Clive Davis, now everybody always knew, and not everybody know, but it was rumored, since he putting out other rumors, why didn't he put out the rumor that Diddy was messing with Clive Davis to get that money to start Bad Boy? You see how he avoid certain people and certain things? You know what I'm saying? But he's going to come down and put narratives on other issues. But he stayed away from that Clive Davis stuff. Why he didn't throw that in there? You see what I'm saying? About Clive Davis and Diddy messing around and all that. Since you want to put in other kind of rumors, why you ain't put that rumor in there? You see? So I didn't appreciate it. The only thing was, yeah, it came out after the verdict and all that. So everything is over with and done with. On that part, I give him a little pass because it's not like you try to influence the jury, you try to whatever with this documentary. It came out after everything is over with, the case is done. So on that part, okay, cool. But all that other stuff like insinuating somebody got somebody killed and all that, I didn't like that. The other stuff about Diddy, about being a jerk, about being someone devilish, this, that, and the third, that's fine. That's who he is. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, but everybody on there primarily had an axe to grind. You see what I'm saying? So naturally, they're going to put the worst face they can put on him. Now, is he giving them reason to say some of the things they're saying? Yes, absolutely. Then if he stole 25% of the man out of the business, I agree with that. You got to axe to grind. But I don't want to hear about no stuff at the end talking about he messed with you, sexual assault you, and all this other kind of stuff like that. I don't want to hear that stuff. You stuck around for that. You see what I'm saying? The other guy, Little Rob, he stole money from you. Fine, go to court, get your money. But I don't want to hear no story about no waking up, drugged up, talking about I'm sore. I mean, I almost fell out the seat. I said, what? You know what I'm saying? Is this dude crazy? So you mean to tell me that you will put up with stuff like that? Talking about you drug, you don't know what happened. Sometimes I wake up with women. Sometimes I wake up with him beside me. Man, I was like, man, get out of here, man. I don't want to hear that stuff.
Let me stop.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna front. I laughed. I know it wasn't funny, but when he said, I woke up sore and I
saw
Diddy next to me.
Yo, it was so much stuff in that documentary, man. The only part that I thought was insightful at all was because they were saying so much. It was so ridiculous on some things. Like come on now. We are human beings and we got a mind and we can think. The only part that I felt had some kind of insight that somebody that may have never heard before, something like that, was when the guy Tim Dog was telling about their upbringing a little bit when they were younger. I thought that was insightful.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying about that?
I
thought that was something.
About episode 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, on episode 1. Yeah, I thought that was sort of insightful as far as like gathering information upon somebody's childhood and how they were brought up and things like that. But then the other stuff, when they start building up to it and all this other kind of stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, we kind of all heard this stuff before. And a lot of things we had heard, you know, on your program with Gene Deal and different things like that. But I specifically did not like the throwing of insinuating you done got 2 of the hip hop greats killed when you got one police officer who did a in-depth investigation and kicked off the force behind what he was doing. You see what I'm saying? Why you didn't bring him up there if you want to be like realistic and not push an agenda? See, I didn't like that. I didn't like that, and I felt like you're doing the dirty work of someone else.
Look, I ain't gonna hold you. I got a lot of people that's trying to tap into.
Oh yeah.
But I appreciate you tapping in, man. Yeah.
All right, no doubt. All right.
So,
all right.
Let's get it. I ain't gonna front. Homie was kind of.
I like that.
Mute your audio.
Oh, a lot of people. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah.
M.Reck.
Yeah. Let's get it. Good.
Oh, what's up, man?
What's happening?
I'm listening to it. I was like, let me see when I could call in. I'm Jersey Rick from Jersey City, man. I'm Gene Deal, one of Gene Deal's homies.
Okay. What's happening, good brother?
Let me salute, man. I want to start out by saying the hypocrisy that I'm hearing. It's amazing. People saying what they're saying and ain't walking none of these people's shoes and the experiences they went through with this man. But yet they have the nerve to say, I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't have done that. And another thing is that if they have mothers, sisters, daughters, I guarantee you, if Diddy would have did this to one of them, it'd be a different narrative coming out their mouth, right? I'm just, everything we do in this life, I don't care if you believe in God, the universe, whatever you put out, it's going to come back. So if you do bad things, guess what? It's coming back. And in Diddy's case, I felt like he hurt so many people to get to where he got. That he even got too big for himself, and now he's paying the price. And 50, he had a relationship, working relationship with Puff Daddy. We don't know the details of all of that. The way Diddy treated his artists and robbed them or underpaid them or whatever. We don't know if 50 went through something like that, and now he's just doing this like as a payback. But there is no such look. God doesn't even have loyalty from men. So who are we to expect loyalty from other men amongst each other? Because all these guys, these street guys calling and saying, "Oh, in the streets," and then look, they're in gangster, mafia, whatever you want to call it. There is no honor. They say there is, but there isn't, because they all snitch. In the end, if it's convenient to get them out of any trouble or anything, they're gonna snitch. Bottom line, you understand? Today is even worse. Diddy snitched. How many times Diddy didn't snitch to the feds? When every opportunity he got, especially when they were, that example I'll give you is when Suge Knight wanted to do the distribution with Jay Prince and all these, and Irv Gotti, and it was Jay-Z and what's his name, Diddy, that went and told the feds and brought that down. So if you're going around being shicey, it's gonna come back to you.
Got you. All right, my brother. I appreciate you tapping in. All right.
All right, one.
Let's get it. Salute to the rec mob, man. I'm gonna take a few more calls and I gotta eat. I appreciate y'all, but call us. Mute your audio, please. I gotta mute your audio.
Hello.
Yeah, you gotta mute your audio, please.
I got you. How you doing?
I'm good. Who this?
Audrey from Jersey.
Audrey.
Brick City.
Shouts to the Jersey. What's going on, Audrey?
Now check this, right? I'm listening to everybody or whatever, but like the documentary I watched. So I see how a lot of people calling up saying, 50, he petty. But let's overlook 50. Let's act like 50 ain't had nothing to do with the documentary. So now we're gonna go to when Diddy got out and he was dealing with everybody in New York. And when he got back in the truck, do you know what he said? Did you watch it?
Yeah.
he felt dirty. He was like, oh, this is what you got to do. You know, right now, this is, you know, I feel dirty. I need some hand sanitizer. I need to take a shower. That let me know right then and there that Diddy is phony. And I hate a phony man. So if he was phony right then and there with all those people who were supposed to be, you know, his fans or whatever, could you imagine how phony he really is with people that done did business with him? Now, I actually personally don't think that 50 is doing all this over his baby mother. I actually think that he beat 50 for some money a long time ago. Because I heard that 50 used to, you know, do business with him and write for him and stuff like that. And I think that he took advantage of or owed him some money. Now, 50 probably wasn't the 50 he is now and ain't say nothing. And then on top of it, the stuff with the baby mother. And at the end of the day, to me, if I was 50, I'd feel some kind of way too, because that's still his baby mother, regardless of anything. That's still his baby mother. And 50, he's not really off his baby mother. He off his son. So that little boy got to grow up. All this stuff that's on television of how he did his mother, what his mother did for money, or whichever, whether she was willing or she wasn't willing. But the son's still going to be affected by it. And 50 going to still be that son, you know, the father of that little boy. So if he's feeling some kind of way about that part, I understand it. But I don't think his motive is straight up, you know, my baby mother, because they got money, they wealthy. Women come a dime a dozen. You understand what I'm saying? So that goes with the territory. But as far as like you know, Puffy did a lot of people dirty. It's no way all these people died or passed away that he was close to. Biggie gone, Pac gone, Kim Porter's going. Al B. Sure was almost out of here. Craig Mack going. You know, Mace was telling him, listen, where's my money? He got so much going on. There's no way this person did all this bad to all these people. And then the documentary, I believe, is going to go to another part, because it's so much stuff that he did that people not talking about. Like allegedly how many abortions Mary J. Blige had by him. You know, it's other relationships that he got going on that people they're not even bringing it up, because those celebrities are not talking. Mary not talking. Usher not talking. Justin Bieber not talking. And all of them involved, it's going to be crazy. And there's no way all these people, you know, is really just down one Puffy to be ended like that. So I really don't like I don't like Diddy, because when I saw that part when he got back in that car, that just showed me how phony he was. He was out there. He even took old boy jacket. Old boy gave him a jacket, was like, yo, this my label. Here, Diddy, like, I want you to have it. Like, you know, Diddy was like, yeah. You know, he ain't take the coat off that he had on and give it to the guy. He was like, you know, he left him without a coat and put his coat on top of his coat. And what he should have did was like, look, let me autograph it and you take it back and, you know, hold it, sell it, get some money for it. You know, this one you might sell for 500 if they want it for 2.
On fairness, he said, I want you to wear it. He wore it, and then look, it's on the dock. So the world get to see his clothing. You feel me?
Yeah, but I'm saying though, like, if I was a billionaire,
you can't pay for that promo.
Somebody gave me
that promo is priceless. Did he win?
Yeah, true, because like it stuck out. But what I'm saying is why he ain't give him his coat.
I think
homie talking about
I think homie
hand sanitizer.
Yeah, I think homie rather Diddy having that jacket on and him, you know, the world seeing Diddy got his jacket on the #1 Netflix docuseries. You gotta think his stock probably went up.
But guess what? Did Puffy say, "Hey y'all, go get this jacket. This is my man. What's your name? What's your Instagram?"
He had to say it because
I don't remember what. I got to go back and look and actually stop my video to find out what the jacket even said.
But
he ain't giving no shout out. He ain't big him up. He ain't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go back and stop that video to say what did that jacket say? And then when you get in your car, You sitting there talking about how filthy you feel because you was dealing with so many people outside in the regular world. These are people that buy your music. You know what I'm saying? Now you something, I need some hand sanitizer. I need a bath. You know, that's phony. Don't no man supposed to be that phony. But could you imagine how phony he was really with Biggie? And he made Biggie, he took money out of Biggie's own money to bury him. Did you hear that part of the documentary?
Yeah.
Like, how you use his own money to bury him if that's supposed to be your best friend? That's cold. That's cold. So it ain't really to me.
He's cold dude. He's definitely.
If a white person would have made that doc series, this is what everybody would be saying. They won't even be able to say, "Oh yeah, 50 paid, 50 mad, 50 this, 50 that." So act like somebody else made it. What if 50 didn't make it? And if you realize he was on Good Morning America, 50 and the producer lady or whoever the white woman was, and they was like, do you think you doing this was good to the culture, for the culture? He was like, do you think somebody got to stop him? Somebody got to say something because ain't nobody saying nothing. And that's good for the culture because somebody got to say something. He needs to be stopped.
I appreciate you tapping in. All right?
All right, that's what's up. Later.
Yeah. Let's get it. Salute to the Wreck Mom. Run it up. I'm going to take this last call, man. I got to eat. Caller, state your name. Where you calling from?
Y'all want to be anonymous real quick. I just want to ask one question, though. Don't 50 got another child that he basically disowned? So why is he so stuck on a baby mother or a child when you blatantly disown your own child in the public? That's all I got to say.
No doubt, good brother. I appreciate
One
you.
love.
One love. Let's get it. All right, so on that note, I'm gonna definitely take this last call. Peace.
Peace, M.Reck. I had to call back to say this last thing. 50 can't rewrite being how to be called a rat. Like, he is a rat. Didn't he say because that chick Tammy put out the information for some so-called Meech, that made him the rat? Were you using this other lady to put out information on this goofy? And I hate to even be sounding like I'm taking up a poke because I'm not. But ain't he doing the same thing? Ain't he ratting by proxy? I mean, am I wrong?
Nah, you're not wrong. No, you're not.
So he always putting the label rat on somebody and making another excuse for it. You did what you tried to classify somebody else doing it as. What you made up on somebody else, you actually did and stamped your name on it.
You know what they say? When you point one finger at somebody, it's 5 fingers pointing back at you.
Exactly. And with that Clive Davis thing, it's videos out here. It's interviews out here of him saying he was in love. He fell in love with somebody, a man in his 50s when he got to be in his 50s, and he helped him to start his own business. He never says who the man is, but he said that. And then you see in that same video, you see him sitting up with Puffy with his arm around him. Like, it's crazy. But 50 ain't dropped that. He ain't dropped that information.
It's funny. You and somebody just mentioned, a similar situation with Clive Davis. Y'all know what's going on. They protect those clear folks. Niggas got all the smoke for the black folks, but then when it comes to those clear folks, that shit go.
Yeah, and I just wanted to put that out there for people because they be you know how they scrub the internet with all of the juiciness, but he can find out anything he want to find out about somebody black. And why you ain't putting out all of this stuff that got to do with this same man, Puffy, and the clear people?
Correct. You know why?
Because he the new gatekeeper. Let's just call a spade a spade. 50 is the new gatekeeper. The thing that he was telling everybody that Jay-Z and Puff was, now he done took their place.
See, I said it to somebody earlier. They said I was bugging. I said, I think 50 just want to be the guy, like the only black.
The only one.
Yeah. Somebody said I was bugging.
You ain't bugging. I just said it. And if they thinking with both sides of their brains, they can see this. Clearly, he behind the scenes making everybody dropping this nugget and this nugget, going to sit down with this person to make that person mad. On the Instagram, talking crap about that person. Making moves all over. He playing checkers, not really chess, because there's a lot of people behind the scenes pointing out his garbage.
Mm.
But the whole fact is, what you said is the truth, and what I'm saying is the truth. He don't want nobody to be up there with him. And if anybody in his orbit start messing with somebody that he don't like, he does what he do.
That's a fact.
Stop them from making money.
Janie B, we're going to close it out with that. We at the 2-hour mark. We appreciate it. Thank you for always coming with the incredible commentary.
You're welcome. Thank you for helping me get through what I've been going through.
Oh, not a problem. You're welcome. Enjoy your night. Have a good night.
You too. All right.
Yes. Well, on that note, Rec Mob, I'm going to conclude the show. I got to eat. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to highlight a lot of these calls, you know what I'm saying, with an upload. I'm going to chop it down. Salute to the Rec Mob. Salute to SJ, the whole team, everybody. Go watch the docuseries, man. Do your homework on it. You know what I'm saying? So when I go live again, you can give, your assessment tomorrow or whatever. All right? I appreciate it. Salute to the Rec Mob. Download the Spooky Hours app. Okay? That's in the Apple Store, Google Play Store. Salute. Gina Rose, I see you. Peace. I'm gone. Where's my outro? Hold on, my bad. I gotta shout out Jersey Rick on the super chat too. Salute M.Reck, the Reckoning. Sean John has 50 million plus views worldwide. Salute. And also, I need y'all to leave those comments in the regular comment section. All right, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I'm gone. Double deuces and bubble gooses. Gone.
Dissing, we don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pay us in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny, huh?